So every woman has equal chance of getting married no matter what condition they're in. So after he got an A wife, a B wife, a C wife, he say, I want one more. The D. And D stands for what? Very dangerous. She done ran the gangs, ran the prisons, ran people over. She missing all her teeth. Can't cook, 2 fingers sliced off from gang wars. She will keep all the other wives in order. They don't want no smoke with her. Did you pay the damn bills? Did you take the kids to school? You won't have no trouble from wife A, B, or C, because D will regulate that ass. So you're hopeless romantic, you're homicidal honey, you're hot in the pants, you're home wrecker, and you're healer. But I'm going to tell you like this. Take your time when you're dating because there's a lot of unhealthy people. Make sure you study their parents and their friends because apples don't fall far from trees. Ladies, if you have children, gentlemen too, your new friend should not be meeting your children on the first, second, third date. If they meet them in passing, that's okay, but introducing them as mommy's friend, no. You have to earn that. Don't be introducing your children. And I got a special request for black women. Please stop sexually objectifying your daughters with the way they dress. I'm seeing too many of my little Barbadian sisters walking around in mini skirts. I'm like, wait a minute. She's only 9. Lipstick, wait a minute. She's only 10. Black woman, do I need to remind you that slavery was the sexual objectification of your entire body? Why would you voluntarily sexually objectify your daughter for other men to look at her? That is sick. I didn't say you got to dress her up like a Muslim. I'm simply saying, please make sure you are not sexualizing your little girl too soon. Because the quickest way to a life of poverty is for a black girl in the diaspora to get pregnant before she graduates high school. Let your daughters know they have way more to offer a man than they looks. And this applies to you sisters too, because y'all fine right now. Because black don't crack, right? But once you start getting up there, them hips gonna drop a little. You ain't gonna always be as fine as you is. So you have to sell yourself or present yourself for more than just the way you look, because no woman is going to be fine forever. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you too fine and you ain't got no man by 55 and you drop dead gorgeous, something's wrong. You that fine and you ain't got wifed, either you an eternal player yourself or you that woman who was so arrogant with her beauty that she never thought she needed to settle down because she didn't know old age would come sooner or later. And brothers, if you're going to have more than one woman, let the women have the right to choose. Don't sneak it on them. I don't like when brothers manipulate sisters into plural marriage. If you're going to have 2 or 3 queens, tell her, I'm going to have 2 or 3. Put the responsibility on her to make an informed decision. And ladies, stop trying to talk a man out of polygyny if that's what he gonna do. If he said he gonna have 2, I should be all you need. He said he gonna have 2. Don't do that because you get your feelings hurt. And don't manipulate a man into marriage by getting pregnant because you'll be left with the baby and you still won't have no husband. Let's slow down, think about what we're doing, and let's take our time. If I was in charge, and this is my last comment before we do number 9 and 10 and we stop. If I was in charge of marriage in the black community, every man who wanted more than one wife would have to register, and we would give him the wife options that he can choose from. And every woman who wanted to be married would get registered. Listen to me, ladies. Let me tell you how this works. Because if you let every man in here have 4 wives in Barbados, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the 4 finest, never before married, never before pregnant sisters. Where does that leave all the sisters who divorce? All the sisters with kids, all the sisters who may have economic struggle. They will never get married. Marriage is for the community, not for the man's personal pleasure. So if every man in here wanted to get married, I would register you, and then I would register all the sisters, what you like, what you don't like, what you've been through. I would match you up, and there would be 4 categories of sisters. First, there would be the A-list. These the baddest sisters in Barbados. I mean, they wham, bam, pow, jobs, degrees, businesses, fine as hell. Super cookies, right? You get one of them. And then you go to the B list. You want a second wife, you're going to get a B list. She still got it going on, but she might have been married before, might have had some kids, might be divorced, but she's still fine. She still got it on. So you got one A, you got one B. Now you say, I'm ready for a third wife, Dr. Umar. I got it under control. My businesses is booming. The third wife going to come from the C list. Do you know what C means? Be a little bit more careful with this one. This one, she might have some mental illness, attempted suicide a few times, might have an STD she can't get rid of, might have been married more than twice, might got that new gonorrhea. You know why you got to marry her? Because polygamy is for the community, not for your personal pleasure. So every woman has equal chance of getting married no matter what condition they're in. So after he got an A wife, a B wife, a C wife, he say, I want one more. The D. And D stands for what? Very dangerous. This woman done killed about 4 exes. She done ran the gangs, ran the prisons, ran people over. She on hard opioids, marijuana addict. She missing all her teeth. Can't cook, 2 fingers sliced off from gang wars. But guess what? She will make the best security guard for Dr. Umar. When I got to come to Barbados, I'll put her ass right here. She be hard with it. And guess what? She will keep all the other wives in order. They don't want no smoke with her. Did you pay the damn bills? Did you take the kids to school? You won't have no trouble from wife A, B, or C, because D will regulate that ass. Brothers and sisters, let's go to number 9 and 10. Where my number 9 at? Let's get back to the politics. It's consciousness over the cookies, politics over the punani, revolution over the romance. 9 and 10, and we're going to close it. You don't know me, and you won't know me until you live in the house. You didn't know I had a second cell phone. You didn't know my baby mom called me 1 in the morning. You didn't know I don't put the tallest seat after I go to the bathroom. That's right. You didn't know I fart all night in the bed. You didn't know that.